up, everybody? Welcome back to Sophia's Football Talk to do another match reaction as we conclude the US preseason tour of 2025 and the Premier League Summer Series, where we ended up winning a trophy. Am I claiming the trophy? Shamelessly, but nah, it's a trophy I really couldn't give a damn about, if I'm going to be fully honest. But I was just focusing mainly on, okay, let's see about the performances, and hopefully we can see something different and whatever it is that Amorim is trying to do. And there have been a lot of positives this preseason. Okay. Finally, a game I was able to actually watch live, as it wasn't too late. But yeah, it was Man United versus Everton. Ended in 2-2, so a draw. But obviously, depending on how the other games went, we did end up winning that Summer Series trophy. So before we fully dissect the game, make sure you give this video here a big thumbs up. And of course, also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's get this channel to 6K ASAP. We had the starting 11 of Hojlund, Shaw, Ligt, Yoro, Dalot on the left, on the right wing back, and in the pivot we had Mbeumo, Ugarte, Cunha, and Bruno in the 10, and basically Mbeumo as the striker. Initially, I was assuming it was going to be Cunha up front, but it looks to me very clear it was Mbeumo, at least for the first half. And I felt like we played well for the majority of that first half, 35 minutes or so. We played well. But there were moments, don't get twisted, that Everton did have 100%. But I still felt like we were the better team. It was a very free-flowing football, 1-2 touch football. The attack was moving crazy, I tell you. The attack was moving me. It was one point where I had tears in my eyes of how beautiful that the attack was moving. Okay, 17th minute, we got a penalty. Very, once again, free-flowing football, sexy football, created by Ahmad. Bruno, of course, took the penalty, and it was a good goal. I mean, when it comes to penalties, like, if there's anything you can't discredit Bruno. If there's anything to his game, the guy is a brilliant penalty taker. And I'm not one of those people that are like, oh, he only takes penalties. Oh, so many of his goals were penalties. I don't care. There's no guarantee just because you got a penalty, you're awarded a penalty, that you automatically will be scoring. You still have to score ahead of a goalkeeper. There's a goalkeeper right there. He or she or they can make sure that you have scored. Maybe you didn't even hit the target. There could be so much. Literally, there can be so much. I do have to mention that the weak links in the game yesterday was for sure Hojlund, Dalot, and Ugarte. Ugarte had in this game. The game from him was not good, and it didn't even get any better in second half. It actually got worse. We'll talk about that. But yeah, I mean, Dalot, you could tell he was just so uncomfortable on that left-hand side, and even when he did get moved on to the right-hand side, basically second half, I still felt like he was looking a little bit And Hojlund, the thing is, we have to get a new goalkeeper. We have to. We have to. Casemiro done his thing. I ain't taking nothing away from him. I'd rather have him in goal than Onana and Hojlund. And you're thinking, Hojlund, I ain't gonna lie, he might be worse than Onana. Brother, it was that Arsenal FA Cup game that sold us some dreams, because this guy ain't it. He is not it whatsoever. He's not. And I think that's important to mention, because it's not cute whatsoever. It really isn't. I think Mbeumo, by the way, had, if I want to kind of focus on something positive, Mbeumo, yes, he was the first, he played 45 minutes. Some people were kind of looking at him a little bit sideways, thinking, oh, but what did he really do? The guy is like definitely a week or so behind everybody else in terms of match fitness. He's not fully fit. You could tell he wasn't able to play the second half for like even a couple of minutes. No, he was done after that first half. So I think it's a guy that I still believe can do something. And for what I did see, I did like it. I 100% did like what I saw from um, Mbeumo. He was looking already way more on it and threatening than a Hojlund up top. And we know we're going to play him more so in the 10 anyways, but at least in some games, you can play him up front, right? But just imagine when he's actually fully fit, up to par. Yeah, I think he's gonna be a force to be reckoned with. Then with Cunha as well, he's brilliant with the pressing, Cunha. So that is definitely an aspect of the game that we have been deprived of for a while, and you noticing that it's looking good. I think Maino did his thing as well. He looked good, in my opinion. But Ugarte didn't help him out. But Maino held him himself for sure. Yoro keeps looking better and better for each time I see him. He's looking just a joy to watch. The guy was looking techy. There was moments where he was nutmegging people, doing a little shimmy shimmy, like in the opposition's box. I'm like, Yoro, is it Yoro? Yoro, he's something else. Now that kid is special. Ahmad grew more and more into the game. He looked a little bit, I feel like the first 15 minutes, he looked a little bit all over the place, not fully on it. But then he grew more and more into the game. Obviously, as you can see with the 17th minute, getting us a penalty, and he was creating a lot. He was linking up very well with Cunha and Mbeumo for sure, with Bruno as well. So I think he did his thing. Bruno, it annoys me with how much he loses the ball. I don't think he was the worst out of the worst. Like I said, Bayunde was not good. Dalot and Ugarte for sure was the worst. And Bruno did still annoy me with losing the ball a few times. That kind of did annoy me. I'm not gonna lie. Um, but yeah, Everton made it 1-1 with an equalizer in the 39th minute, and Ndaye scored. Very poor from Ugarte, running to nowhere's land. No man's land. I don't know what he was trying to do, but he was just trying to run away and then just got caught. Yeah, Ugarte. Second half, like I said, Mbeumo got subbed off. Yoro came in. Dalot moved to the right, while Ahmad in the 10 with Bruno, and then Cunha up front. Dorku was okay. Not as good as the other games that he's played. I'm not gonna lie there, but to be fair, the whole team kind of looked like 56 minutes. Shaw, Yoro, and Maino got subbed up for Heaven. Maguire and Mount. The fact that Ugarte did not get stopped up at that time is madness, because instantly in that second half, once just a few seconds after he started, he was already doing madnesses with losing the ball left to right, and they were 100% targeting him just because of that. They were like, okay, he's looking a little bit rough. Let's target this guy right now, and it was working for the majority of that second half. It was working. We had some moments here and there second half, but first half was a lot better. Second half, we were looking rough. 68 minutes, we made it 2-1. Wonderful curler from Mason Mount with assist from Bruno. And that was basically just like, in my opinion, a moments of brilliance, where Mount just out of nowhere, okay, Bruno came with a good assist, a good pass. Boom. Let me try to do something with it. And he did. And it was a good goal. Can't take that away from him. Not at all. 71st minute, Cunha and Ugarte stopped off for Hojlund and Casemiro. They didn't do much. I don't even know how many times Hojlund even touched the ball, but I don't think it was many times. Casemiro was looking rough because literally 3 minutes after they came in, we got an own goal. They didn't have it. Bruno loses the ball and fights with Ndaye. Poor from Casemiro. Heaven and Ahmed. Bayunda should have done better as well with saving that. It was a mess. It was a mess. It was one of the goals. I had to laugh. I was like, it's so comical. And I feel like it's only us to let in the goal like that. Only Man United to let in the goal so comical. You know? In the 87th minute, the Ligt got stopped off of Fredrickson. Looks to have gotten a knock. So hopefully the Ligt is okay. So basically my overall thoughts is the first half, 35 minutes, was good, but we have to improve that midfield. We also need to get a new goalkeeper, 100%. You do. But yeah, so there you have it, guys. There is my reaction for the game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you like this video here on your way out and subscribe to the channel. We will, of course, also react and film reaction to the Fiorentina game, which will be on Saturday. Probably that one we'll actually just do live, but we'll see. Either way, I'll see you guys soon. The next video. Peace out. So peace out. Bye bye.